galera, tá mais um vídeo pra vocês aqui, parte 18, né, galera? Bom, faz um tempinho que eu não gravo vídeo, né, essas 2 semanas aí, né? Bom, fiquei um tempinho, né, fazendo as coisas, que eu tinha que fazer minhas coisas, né? Bom, agora estamos de volta, jogando, agora estamos, não sei se estamos finalzinho, sei lá, não sei, mas... Voltamos de último, que eu também vi que vocês têm que ir aqui para resgatar o professor, o doutor EDGAR, sei lá. Bom, antes de começar, se inscreva no meu canal, ative o sininho e deixa o like também. E também. Bom, vamos lá começar a jogar, então vamos matar alguns monstrinhos aqui. Então vamos lá, com o equipamento certo. Bom, tem um monstro aí. Não quer explorar, né, cara? Um canhão forte aí embaixo. Tá, vamos ver se assusta.
Watch out, boys! Die, vermin! Christ, he's dead! Step away, sir. Stop now! I shall fear no evil. Murderous bastard! Destroy it! What's this? God walks with thee! Bloody leech! We have a killer! God, back to the shadows!
Ixi, Maria. Pronto. Ele tá embaixo. Antes de ir pra perto pra missão, deixa eu descobrir onde tá esse caderno maldito. Via costas, costas, ai, via descosta.
Remember your vows, friends! Over there! There's one of them!
Tem inimigo aqui embaixo.
This is despicable.
Então, onde eu tava? Tá bom, vamos lá.
Don't forget to check every door.
Peguei tudo aqui já. Em cima já, né? nada aqui interessante.
Lord, give us strength.
Não sei onde está o caderno.
Vampyrs!
I have this thirst for blood.
Aqui onde eu matei a primeira vez aquela chefe lá. Foi aqui como eu entrei escondido, mas não é aqui então, mas onde é então? Só sei que tem um monstro aqui, mas opa. Tem mais uma coisinha aqui, deixa eu ver. Palma, ótimo. Aqui não tem mais nenhuma entrada, mas tá bom, então vamos lá entrar lá então.
I cannot enter.
Beleza.
Doris Fletcher was about to become a disaster. I'm getting close to having all the evidence.
Tá, cadê? Peguei uma chave que eu não tinha visto.
It's locked.
Tá.
Turn around, city.
De boa, tá de boa mesmo.
Blood of a pure heart, garlic, blood of a king. I should find the key to that box. It's locked, all right.
Vai. Tô pegando, mas não tô pegando as informações. Vamos ver se tem alguma coisa aqui.
Edgar. Edgar, can you hear me? Jonathan, is it really you? Easy. Easy. Save your strength. I'm getting you out of here. Don't try to spare me. As a physician, I know all too well when it's too late.
punctured lung, broken ribs, and internal bleeding. An accurate diagnosis, wouldn't you say?
Edgar, what happened?
They wanted me to confess. Beat me black and blue.
Jeffrey McCullum ambushed me at the Pembroke Hospital. He was convinced you and I were responsible for the Skal epidemic.
I never imagined that self-righteous fanatic would dare to attack us in the open. What became of him?
To prove him wrong, I let him go.
Really? Are you sure that was the wisest course of action?
Time will tell. The most intriguing part of his accusation was that you and I were the pawns of some ancient vampire.
William Marshall. Yes, they tortured me to make me confess the same nonsense.
Não sei. Pergunta que eu vou fazer. Não sei, vou perguntar.
I think you're hiding something, Edgar.
What do you mean?
William Marshall, for example. You speak of him as if you know him. How is that?
Jonathan, I cannot say I'm ready for another round of questions.
Why would the Guard of Priwen believe you and I created the vampire epidemic?
Maybe due to our profession. Because I offered you shelter in my hospital.
What can you tell me about William Marshall?
Not much. History paints the story he was the greatest knight who ever lived. Amongst the immortals, he had a yet greater legend.
Why is the Guard of Priwen so obsessed with him?
He was the only ancient vampire to escape the first great hunt launched by the Guard of Priwen in 1854. They believe he's an evil creature plotting his return.
Why would he deserve such a reputation?
I cannot say. The Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole has next to no intelligence on him. All I know is that he's supposed to be the oldest of all the British vampires.
While investigating the epidemic, I read some of McCullum's findings. I think you have some explaining to do.
I have nothing to hide, Jonathan. Nothing at all.
Do you know Doris Fletcher's real name?
No, I'm afraid not.
Her real name was Doris Jones. She was the daughter of Harriet Jones.
What do you want me to say, Jonathan?
Do you remember when we suspected Sean Hampton of killing Harriet Jones?
Yes. The terrible episode that came as a shock to us all.
Harriet Jones faked her own death. When I found her in the sewers, she confessed she wanted everybody to pay for what happened to her.
That woman was extremely bitter, full of hatred and festering anger.
Doris Fletcher visited her mother at the Pembroke Hospital. That's how she first got infected.
I know nothing about that. Miss Fletcher once came to visit the sick. That is all I know.
No, Edgar, there is more. Doris Fletcher was Harriet Jones's daughter. They exhibited the same symptoms: blind hate and strong physical mutation.
What does this sad story have to do with us?
Do you know where we are? Doris Fletcher's theater. This is where that hateful creature plotted to spread the epidemic across London.
I only briefly met Miss Fletcher once when she visited the Pembroke Hospital. You say it was to see her mother. She seemed like such a sweet and graceful woman.
My point exactly. The disease turned her into a bitter soul, driven by vengeance just like her mother. A symptom of all the infected patients.
Certain diseases are known to produce similar effects. Rabies, for example. And rabies is not the devil at work.
Oxe, bugou o Diago. Mas tá bom.
Come on, Edgar. Don't you see the pattern here? The epidemic, the link between Doris and Harriet, the suspicion of McCullum.
How could I? I never saw Harriet Jones again after she fled the hospital.
Doris and Harriet shared more than a hidden family bond. They were the embodiment of the epidemic and are linked to the Pembroke Hospital. Come on, Edgar, this is no coincidence.
I swear I'm at a complete loss. All I did was administer vampire blood to cure old Harriet. There was no evil plan, no diabolical plot.
You did what?
I tested the regenerating and healing properties of vampire blood on Harriet Jones. My only intention was to find the cure for influenza, I swear.
Whose blood did you use? William Marshall's? Mine?
Lady Ashbury's. While transfusing her with human blood, humanely appeasing her hunger, I also kept samples of her blood for my research.
You used her blood on Harriet Jones? My God, Edgar, that's unethical. You betrayed 2 of your patients at the same time.
Right, I admit it. I boldly ventured into experimental realms, but I've killed no one to appease my thirst for knowledge, Jonathan. I'm no murderer.
I never asked to become what I am, Edgar. You chose to conduct your rogue experiments.
You have worked beside me. You saw what I'm doing at Pembroke Hospital. Jonathan, you know I'm not an evil soul. Just another victim of this tragedy.
Saco.
Yes, your death is imminent, Dr. Swansea. But I swear, it will be quick.
I already told you to call me Edgar. Am I no longer your friend?
I believe you never have been, sir. You have lied to me at every step and betrayed the trust of a woman I cherish.
You and the lady? Really? Why, I should have seen it coming, I suppose. May I add that I welcome this? The biting, I mean.
You have your wish.
Is it going to hurt? I always wondered. Ah!
Voltamos, estavam tudo aqui, mas já voltei do normal, mas não sei porque tá voltando, mas não sei, mas só sei que a gente voltamos. Bom, matamos aí, mas a pergunta é difícil pra responder, mas não sei qual que responder, mas tá bom. Mas sabe o que? Vamos lá então, né? Mas tem uma missão secundária aqui. É aqui. isso não. Ah, vamos voltar. Isso aí.
Turn at a more convenient time. So Harriet Jones became...
Deixa eu ir nos esconderijos só. Tá.
the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
I'd step back, sir!
Certo.
Stop right now!
See how he fights? Just like an
I'll send you back in a fucking grave!
He's dead!
Pronto. Aqui está meu esconderijo. Isso. Vamos a partir de receita magno de hoje. Vigiar para aumentar a proteção contra a infecção da cavidade. Acaba. Calma. Tá bom. Vamos dormir só pra salvar meu sangue, né? Minha vida tá tudo luta. Vigor. Enquanto eu guardar, eu preciso aumentar muito isso aqui. Mas é o que? Tudo. Tá, aumentar mais mordida forte, aumentar a mordida combate. Aumentar mais a mordida do combate. Consigo aumentar um pouco. Isso. Então, mas vamos lá. partiu pra missão. Mostrar aqui mesmo. Ah, não sei.
I shall fear no evil! Brothers! Put an end to you! I hear leeches. Want some of this? I hear leeches. That ain't human! Kill it! Rest for the wicked! Back to the bloody grind! Breathe! No! Back to the grind!
Pronto. Calma, calma.
Not a safe place! Let's pin him down! Fear no evil! We do not. We have a...
Ah, não é. Ok. Aqui.
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan? What is it, my dear?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
He was mortally wounded. I put an end to his misery.
That is terrible, Jonathan. And yet you did what you must. The poor man.
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar gave no heed to ethics. His theory could have been proven to be correct, but he abused the confidence of his patients to test it.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your
Wait!
enemy.
No! Elizabeth!
Ih, rapaz. Agora a gente vai falar o quê? Não sei porque tava no meu PC. Eu não gosto quando tava no meu PC, não.
It's locked.
Não, já peguei. Ah. Vamos ganhar de novo, né? Travou tudo, mas voltamos. Saco. Bom, vamos lá então. Vamos. Bom.
Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need.
Sir, step away! Get them weapons! Bad one! Don't stand by!
Vamos ter que ir primeiro. Vamos lá. Primeiro essa missãozinha aí. pra pegar algumas notas, né?
Whose blood could be purer than that of William Marshall? Lord Redgrave will have to spare me a drop.
Support the equality between men and women.
Coloquei, me rompe. Renegave. Renegave é aquele carinha chato. Cadê? Não. Que saco. Tem que entrar aqui dentro.
Sir, you are not welcome here.
Eu já sei aqui dentro.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascalon Club. If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
This is now mine!
Acho.
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you, or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Muito obrigado, senhor. Bom, agora vamos à nota, né?
These leaflets were telling the truth all along.
Women's right to...
Agora onde? Afe Maria.
vote is
Então tá,
only
né?
the first step.
Então vamos ter uma longa caminhada, então. Só pra confirmar, tá? Só seguir em frente. Aqui. Tem.
It's a leech! Die, vermin! It's on! I'll take it! Roll back! He's dead! He's dead! Some of this! The beast must die! He's too fucking... Oh my god! See them fancy clothes? This one's a top!
Certo. Então lá em cima.
I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
Puxa, vamos entrar no prédio hospital antigo. Pegar a gota de sangue. Com certeza vai ter alguns vampiros lá dentro, né? É, tem cara aqui dentro, mas... Ah, que saco, né? Está... Não tem nada aqui, mas aqui. Não sei se tá lá em cima, mas com certeza vai estar embaixo, só que confie mesmo assim, se tá aqui em cima ou não.
Lisa, it's one of steady, boys. We've got one of them here. God walks with me. Stop!
Ok. Não vai estar aqui não, mas... Não sabia, mas...
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu.
Ainda bem, não vou precisar descer não. Ainda bem, né? Como ele tá morto, então não sei se tem uma coisa importante aqui. Não tem nada aqui não.
I cannot enter.
Não tem nada então, né? Ó, última missão no outro lado. Mas... Bom, galera, a gente vai ficar por aqui mesmo, né? Bom, também peço desculpa que já vou 2 vezes, eu tinha que cortar. Mas guys, se a gente se vê pra semana que vem. Com certeza vai ter vídeo, porque agora eu tô de boa. Bom, a gente se vê pra semana que vem. Então, falou e tchau.